Wabi-Sabi is a Japanese worldview that finds beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and humility. It emerged from Buddhist teachings and celebrates the unique individuality that arises through the natural aging and wear of objects over time. Rather than seeking perfection, Wabi-Sabi embraces the quirks, flaws, and asymmetries that develop organically. This philosophy stands in contrast to the sleek, mass-produced aesthetic that has become prevalent in modern design, offering a more soulful and grounded alternative. When incorporated into interior spaces like the kitchen and living room, Wabi-Sabi manifests through the use of natural, unrefined materials like rough-hewn wood, handmade ceramics, and woven textiles. These elements introduce subtle irregularities and distinctiveness that mass production cannot replicate. The spaces take on a warm, lived-in quality that welcomes the patina of age and use. Furnishings are simple yet functional, with clean lines that highlight the inherent beauty of the materials themselves. Beyond just the physical elements, Wabi-Sabi also encourages a mindset of mindfulness and appreciation for the present moment. The imperfections and signs of wear become reminders to embrace life's transient nature and find joy in the humble details that might otherwise be overlooked. This philosophy cultivates a sense of calm and authenticity within the home, creating an environment that feels grounded, serene, and in harmony with the natural world. Ultimately, Wabi-Sabi reminds us to slow down and savor the simple pleasures that bring true contentment. The concept of wabi-sabi has its origins in the philosophical and spiritual traditions of Japan, particularly Zen Buddhism. It emerged as a counterpoint to the opulence and grandiosity that often characterized aristocratic tastes, instead embracing a more humble and rustic aesthetic. The term wabi refers to the beauty found in simplicity and understated elegance, while sabi denotes the rich, mellow patina that develops on objects over time. Together, wabi-sabi celebrates the beauty of impermanence, imperfection, and the cycle of growth and decay that is inherent in nature. In Japanese culture, wabi-sabi is deeply ingrained, influencing everything from art and literature to architecture and craftsmanship. It is a worldview that encourages mindfulness, appreciation for the present moment, and a reverence for the natural world. This philosophy has profoundly shaped the aesthetic sensibilities of the Japanese people, who have long sought to create living spaces that harmonize with the surrounding environment and reflect the transient nature of existence. When applied to interior design, wabi-sabi manifests in spaces that prioritize natural materials, subdued color palettes, and an overall sense of restraint and simplicity. Rough-hewn wood, aged ceramics, and irregular textures take center stage, celebrating the unique character that emerges through the passage of time. These spaces are designed to cultivate a sense of tranquility and mindfulness, inviting occupants to slow down and appreciate the beauty in the ordinary. By embracing imperfection and impermanence, wabi-sabi interiors create a warm, lived-in atmosphere that encourages a deeper connection with the natural world and a more authentic way of living. One cornerstone of Wabi-Sabi aesthetics is the incorporation of natural materials. This philosophy embraces the beauty of imperfection and the simple elegance found in nature. In a Wabi-Sabi kitchen, this translates to favoring elements like warm wood, textured stone, and earthy clay. Imagine countertops crafted from rich, wooden slabs that showcase the natural grain patterns. Picture handmade ceramic dishes, each with subtle variations in color and form, reflecting the individuality of the artisan who created them. Stone flooring, cool and grounded, completes the look, echoing the natural world outside. Beyond visual appeal, these natural materials bring a unique textural dimension to the kitchen space. The smooth coolness of stone contrasts with the warmth of wood, inviting a tactile connection. Running your fingers along the grooved surface of a ceramic dish or the worn grain of a wooden countertop connects you to the inherent qualities of the material and the human hand that shaped it. This textural interplay adds depth and a sense of organic authenticity to the Wabi-Sabi kitchen. The use of natural materials in Wabi-Sabi design goes beyond just aesthetics. It fosters a connection with nature and a sense of Wabi-Sabi, the acceptance of transience and imperfection. These elements, imbued with a history and variations unique to each piece, create a kitchen that is not only beautiful but also soulful and serene. Wabi-Sabi design goes against the grain of perfectionism. Instead, it finds beauty in the imperfections that tell a story. Imagine handcrafted ceramics with unique shapes and uneven surfaces, or furniture that proudly displays its knots and minor flaws. These characteristics aren't seen as mistakes, but rather as badges of honor. They represent the hand of the maker and the passage of time, imbuing the object with a special kind of character and making the space all the more interesting. This appreciation for imperfection extends beyond aesthetics. Wabi-Sabi acknowledges the impermanence of things and finds beauty in the process of aging. A well-worn rug or a piece of wood with natural cracks can become cherished elements within a Wabi-Sabi space. These imperfections speak to the cycle of life and the inevitable passage of time, adding a layer of authenticity and depth. Wabi-Sabi infuses living spaces with a sense of cozy tranquility through its focus on natural materials and soft, earthy tones. Imagine linen or cotton sofas inviting you to sink in, their worn quality adding to the inviting atmosphere. Handwoven rugs with a touch of texture further the feeling of warmth underfoot. This design philosophy moves away from the pursuit of flawlessness. Instead, it celebrates the beauty that emerges with time and use. Think of a distressed coffee table, its imperfections telling a story. Faded textiles, rather than being discarded, become cherished elements that speak to the passage of time. Wabi-Sabi encourages us to find beauty in the journey, appreciating the character that develops in our surroundings. Wabi-Sabi design goes beyond aesthetics in the kitchen and living room. It fosters a mindful and intentional way of living. Instead of filling these spaces with generic, mass-produced items, Wabi-Sabi encourages thoughtful curation. Every object is carefully chosen for its personal significance and ability to create a sense of calm. This intentionality extends to the overall space, ensuring each element contributes to a feeling of harmony and balance. Curating a Wabi-Sabi kitchen and living room isn't about following trends or acquiring the newest gadgets. It's about surrounding yourself with objects that hold meaning. Perhaps it's a well-worn ceramic vase passed down through generations, a hand-woven throw that evokes cozy evenings, or a rustic wooden table that tells the story of countless meals shared with loved ones. These pieces, imbued with history and personal significance, become more than just decorations. They act as anchors that connect us to the present moment and cultivate a sense of serenity. By focusing on intentionality, Wabi-Sabi design fosters a sense of balance within the home. The thoughtfully curated objects are arranged in a way that promotes a feeling of flow and connection. Natural light is likely emphasized, further enhancing the sense of tranquility. This approach to design creates a space that is not only aesthetically pleasing but also deeply calming and restorative. Wabi-Sabi infuses kitchens and living rooms with a unique charm. It prioritizes authenticity over manufactured perfection. This design approach celebrates the character of natural materials, honoring the marks and textures that time imparts. Imagine a well-worn wooden table or a ceramic vase with a subtle crack. These imperfections tell a story and add depth to the space. Furthermore, Wabi-Sabi emphasizes simplicity. Uncluttered rooms with clean lines create a sense of serenity. Think exposed beams, organic elements like woven baskets, and furniture that prioritizes function over excessive ornamentation. This simplicity allows the natural beauty of the materials to shine through. Wabi-Sabi goes beyond aesthetics. It's a philosophy that encourages mindfulness. By embracing the impermanence of things, this design approach helps us appreciate the present moment. A chipped mug or a bouquet of fading flowers become reminders to savor the beauty that surrounds us, even in its impermanent state. In this way, Wabi-Sabi infused kitchens and living rooms become sanctuaries that invite us to slow down and reconnect with ourselves and the natural world.